Hello everyone, what is up? It is me, AlbyMTG, and for today's video I'll be bringing you guys 3 MTG Twitter accounts that you need to follow. So my parameters for what I wanted this list to be was I didn't want to put any personalities like YouTube creators or pro players or anything like that on this list, and I wanted things that didn't, I wanted accounts that didn't just focus on one specific thing. I wanted like MTG Twitter accounts that everyone could enjoy, whether you're a competitive player, whether you're a casual player, whether your favorite format is Vintage, or whether your favorite format is EDH, anything like that. I wanted people to enjoy all of these accounts equally. I wanted to make sure that it wasn't just super towards one type of player more than another. And I think I picked out 3 of the best ones that I possibly could, at least that I follow. So if there's more, of course, be sure to let me know down below in the comments if there's more accounts that I should be following that aren't listed in this video. Of course, I do want to say really quickly before this video begins, this is going to be the last upload that I have that's kind of like not super planned out. As soon as this video is over, then I'm going to go back to doing my videos the way that I like to do them, which is more researched, more informative, that kind of stuff. Finals week did just come to an end for me. Of course, other people are still taking their finals, but I had a bunch of finals in the early part of this week, and so now I have no finals remaining, which is fantastic. And it means that I get to start focusing a little bit more on the channel, streaming more, playing more Magic just in general, and then, of course, putting more effort into the content that I make on this channel, which should be absolutely fantastic for everyone. So, with that being said, we'll go ahead and get into our list here. The first one I have here is Jeffrey Palmer at Living Cards MTG. What at Living Cards MTG does is he animates Magic cards, which is super sweet. For example, you can see he took the artwork. This is from the Conspiracy Brainstorm, and he was able to motion track everything so that it looks animated, and it looks absolutely fantastic. Of course, there's a yawning cat here. Nobody can say no to cats. Here we have Plague Spitter. He animated the artwork on Plague Spitter, which is super fantastic too. This is a nice older card as well. We'll go ahead here down towards this is probably his best one. The new artwork on Icy Manipulator. People were saying it kind of looks like the oh, this is gonna upset me, that the fact that I don't know what it's called off the top of my head. The Magus of the World, something like that. The thing from Skyrim that you have to save the College of Winterhold from. I forget what it's called right now, and of course that really upsets me. I'm gonna have to go and look up what it actually is. The Mind of the Magus, maybe? I don't know. Anyway, people were saying it looks like that, but nonetheless, just the animation artwork that was put into this looks absolutely fantastic. Let me find at least one more here. Which one's the Siege Rhino? Very nice. You can see the Siege Rhino there. So yeah, that's basically what he does. He goes through and he picks out some MTG cards, and he'll do some artwork, some animations, I should say, for them. Let me find one more, and we'll end it after I find one more here. Is this Anger of the Gods? No, it looks like that's just artwork. That would be a great one to see animated. Let me find one more animated one. There we go. Masterpiece Cloudstone Curio. Of course, this looks absolutely beautiful here. So basically what you can just do is you can go to his media and then just kind of look over all of the cards that he went through and did the animations for, and they just look absolutely incredible. And so if you do enjoy just like the game of Magic or Magic art specifically, you're definitely going to enjoy at Living Cards MTG. Absolutely fantastic to just go through some time and just see how talented he is animating these cards, and of course you get to see a more in-depth look at some of the fantastic artwork that Magic has to offer. The next one we have here is at the Proxy Guy, and basically what he does, similar to what at Living Cards MTG does, is he focuses on making proxies, but he doesn't just make plain proxies. He does them with different borders and things like that. So here you can see these are the original dual lands proxied up with the Ixalan / Rivals of Ixalan flip card borders on them, and they look super nice. Here you can see they all have the gradient as well. to show, like, this one is red-white. There's a red and white gradient here. This one is black-green. You can see the black-green gradient. These just look absolutely fantastic, and of course, his Photoshop puts my Photoshop to shame. All the Photoshop that I do for my for my thumbnails, you know, sometimes I like to think that I'm not too bad at making my thumbnails. I think I like to make my thumbnails, like, making thumbnails is super relaxing. But I do put a lot of work into most of them, and it's just, they're basically garbage in comparison to the artwork that this man can do in Photoshop. It's absolutely incredible. Let's find another one here. This one is Dark Depths with the legendary card frame, which looks super nice. We'll go through and we'll find a few more here. This one is Vendilion Click with the legendary card frame as well. We'll see what else he has here. This one is super, super sweet. So he took a card that's super old, Phyrexian Dreadnought, from one of the earliest sets in Magic. I want to say, like, Urza's something. One of the Urza blocks, I want to say, is where it's from, but I'm not 100% sure. And he took the artwork, he took that card, gave it new artwork, and then gave it the Saga style border and templating, which looks super cool. You can see the card text, flavor text, and then the new artwork that he gave it. So this just looks absolutely incredible, and I think it's super cool sometimes to just see some of the ideas that he comes up with when he goes through and makes some of these. Here, this will be the last one before we go on to the next one. Here you can see a full art Cedrus the Traitor King invocation style, very nice. And of course, with all of these proxies he makes, you can go ahead and print them out yourself and then use them as your proxies if you want to for, you know, your casual formats like Commander or EDH, you know, that kind of stuff. So very, very nice work here from the Proxy Guy. Absolutely fantastic stuff. Again, similar to, like I said, for Living Cards MTG, you just hit this media tab, and then you can just go through all of his pictures, and they're all basically just fantastic Photoshop work. They're super cool to see. And final one we have here, this one is more of a humorous one. This is Robo Rosewater. So Robo Rosewater is a neural network that goes and takes words from magic cards and then puts them together to make random magic cards. There are 3 different potential systems, so we'll go through and let me find, yeah, so this is the worst of the possible systems. So this is the type of card that you can get here, Mage of Divarain for 4 colorless and 2 red. You can have a legendary creature Spect with blue and untap. Mage of Divarain gets +3/+4 and gains hexproof. So it goes through and just makes completely random magic cards. This one here being the most, well, like the one that knows the most, that can put together the most realistic magic cards. So you can see here, Shadow Mines, 1 red for an enchantment aura, gets +1/+1 and has tap, target creature gains first strike until end of turn. Like, that seems like an actual card. In all honesty, this one actually seems kind of like a real card. This one here being the second smartest, the one in the middle. So we'll go ahead and take a look at this one here. So for 2 colorless and 2 black, you get a 1/2 human rogue with all slivers have at the beginning of each player's upkeep, create a 1/1 green spirit creature token, then shuffle your library. So you can see sometimes the text doesn't work, but here we go. Here's the type of card that I was really looking for. So Ichpain Titanrent is 1 colorless and a blue for an instant. If you do, put a 6/0 green elf beast creatures onto the battlefield. When Icepain Titanrent enters the battlefield, level a creature spell with power 1 or less and target creature or player this turn. You may gain X life for each portent is equal to the number of Xin divided by their creatures until end of turn. So you get these super really weird funny cards, and it makes you just kind of think like, man, how could this actually be like a magic card? Like, what kind of words could we add to this to turn it into a real card? What kind of words could we subtract from it to turn it into a real card? So of course this is just kind of a nice way to get a good laugh. Of course these ones being the most the most well-versed in what Magic cards could possibly be, so these ones sometimes do come up with some super realistic cards, or possibly even some super powerful cards. So this one here being 3 mana for a 2/1 flyer. When it enters the battlefield, you create 2 1/1 black of the warrior creature tokens with flying. So I'm seeing 2 1/1 black creature tokens with flying, as well as a 2/1, which seems pretty good. And when Shield Phantom leaves the battlefield, it deals 3 damage to each creature and each player. So that seems quite strong to me. Maybe a rare, I would assume. Probably not a mythic, but that seems like it could be a realistic rare that had the potential to be printed. Let me find one more of this one. Here we go. Pair Creature is X and a green for a legendary creature Bat Scouts with Glangmest 1. Whenever you cast a spell, put a number of cards in your graveyard to your hand for a 4/3. Fantastic. So again, this Twitter account basically just super random. It goes through and just makes a bunch of funny Magic cards, and you can go through and send them to your friends, or just have a nice laugh as you read through what the neural network came up with for some Magic cards. So once again, of course, follow me as well at AlbyMTG on Twitter. You guys can do that. That's fantastic. So I guess this is technically 4 Twitter accounts that you should be following, but nonetheless, we'll go over these one more time. At Cards MTG, at the Proxy Guy, and at Robo Rosewater. Absolutely fantastic Twitter accounts that I think all Magic players should be following. They're absolutely fantastic, as I've said before. And of course, tomorrow I will see you guys here yet again for another Magic the Gathering video.